Hi, I'm Chloe, and I bought way too many books in the month of August. I was going to combine this into the video with my August wrap-up, but then I realized I read a record number of books, and I also bought a record number of books, so that's a lot to fit into one video. So I'm gonna try and split up the videos, and hopefully neither of them will be too long. We'll see how it goes. Yes, I am filming these videos on the same day, and I just changed my hair and shirt, so you'll think they were different. Yes. Do you like my shirt though? I think it looks like Sherlock wallpaper. Alright, so first I have The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. I bought this very shortly after finishing The Mark of Athena because that book hurt me inside, and then I bought this and I've read, let's see, 336 pages of it. It's the fourth and most recent book of the Heroes of Olympus out so far, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really good, really fast-paced. It's Percy and company on a quest. I don't know how I can go into detail about this without spoiling things, but, you know, highly recommend the series, blah blah blah. Buy it, read it. It's great, it's lovely. Okay. The next book I got in the month of August, I actually did not have to pay for. I got Vicious by V.E. Schwab in the mail. I kind of screamed when I saw that the package was here, because I won this for my Harry Potter dance video for the Booktuathon, and it was just so exciting to receive, and I freaked out, and the blurb on the front said a killer from page 1, so I read page 1, and it seemed really freaking good, but I was reading something else, so I didn't dive into it. I think this is about two college roommates who then go on to become, like, arch nemesis. It sounds really good. It sounds like something I will actually be willing to share with my family and recommend it to them, and I'm really excited to read it. It is adults fiction. I'm just gonna say fiction. I don't know exactly what genre it is yet, but I will once I read it. Next, I have Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. So this book I had been waiting for like 2 years. I bought Isla, I read it in one sitting, it was amazing, and I related to the main character, and it helped me so much, and it's so good. If you have not read any Stephanie Perkins books, you must be new on BookTube, and I don't know what's wrong with you, and they're just lovely. I love that she kind of writes different kinds of love for each book, but they're still about characters falling in love, if that makes sense, you know. Sort of. Alright, the next thing that happened in the month of August is I decided to go to my local Goodwill. I went there looking for clothes and, like, accessories, I guess, and then I decided to actually look at the bookshelf in the store. The first thing I noticed was this hardcover copy of The Warrior Heir by Cinda Williams-Chima, and it was only $3. The only thing wrong with it is this, like, tiny rip in the cover. Holy shit, right? I kind of missed the whole Booksplosion bandwagon on this, but I can jump on late. I've heard it's good YA fantasy, I want to say, and I'm excited. And now I can do the knife thing. $3. Go to Goodwill. The next thing at Goodwill I found was World War Z by Max Brooks. This is an oral history of the zombie war. There was some Brad Pitt movie made out of it, which I never saw. My friend said this was really good. She read it a few summers ago, and when we found this copy in the thrift store, she insisted that I buy it. It was only $2. It's that perfect size of paperback that you can just throw in your bag and take everywhere. I just love the size of paperback, and it's supposed to be really good. And I'm ready to read about zombies, because I cannot watch them on screen, but I can read about them. I'm excited. Next, I found a copy of The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton, also for only $2. Go to Goodwill. It is freaking amazing. This is a classic. It's about, I believe, greasers in, like, New York or something, but it's where that line, "Stay Gold, Ponyboy," comes from, and my friend loves this, and I just need to read it. It's one of those short books, like, I don't know, The Giver, so I'm gonna have a short book weekend and just read all the short books I own, and this is gonna be one of them. It's gonna be intense and really good, and I think I'm ready to read it. The Outsiders. Ponyboy. Yes. And the final thing I found at Goodwill is, like, my favorite book of the month that I picked up. When my friend found this, I, like, screamed because it was hilariously ugly, and then I decided I needed to buy it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Prepare yourself. The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. It's so ugly and weird, right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. At first I thought it was a UK edition that had somehow ended up at Goodwill, and then I opened it up and looked at the copyright page. This is a first edition United States version. See? see. It's like grossly shiny and has this totally cheesy and terrible cover. Not to mention the title itself is in some 90s word art font. It's hilarious and ridiculous. And it's first edition. And I had to buy it because it was only $3. And if it was like 10, I would have bought it still because I just needed this in my life. And, cool story, I tweeted a picture of this and tagged Rick Riordan at Camp Half-Blood, and he retweeted me. Rick Riordan retweeted me. Rick Riordan retweeted me. How is that possible? I don't know, but it's amazing. So that is everything I got at Goodwill. I'm pretty sure I got 4 books for under 20 bucks, maybe under 15. It was a super good deal. Just check out your local Goodwill or thrift store, see what they have to offer, because it might surprise you. I was like so psyched to get those books. And then finally I went to Barnes & Noble. The first thing I picked up there, Percy Jackson's Greek Gods by Rick Riordan, illustrated by John Rocco. It's huge. Like, no matter how many videos and pictures of it being huge you see, you won't believe it until you see it in person. It's like a foot by a foot and a half or something. It's insane. It does not fit on any sensible bookshelf, but I've read the chapter called The Beginning and stuff, and it's totally Percy's voice. It's great, and I'm so excited to read all of it. All of the illustrations are just beautiful, and I would have loved to have this book in 6th grade, but honestly, I love to have it now. And it's very heavy and inconvenient, so it's definitely an at-home read, but it's gonna make me so much more interested in mythology, even though all the Percy Jackson books already got me interested in mythology, and I'm just excited out of my mind to read it. Yeah. The next book I picked up is one I have been searching for at so many local bookstores and never found. It is Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I picked up my nearest Barnes & Noble's last copy of this book. Now I own all of Rainbow Rowell's books. I have not read them all, but I definitely will. I loved Fangirl and Eleanor Park, and I know that Landline and Attachments are adult, but I just love her writing, I love her characters, and I cannot wait to dive into this. Hi, I'm the guy who reads your email, and also I love you. And finally, I have The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Friends have recommended it to me. It's supposed to be really good, really intense, and even though it's thick, it's supposed to be a quick read. So when I'm finally ready to dive into another series, I will be very happy I have this book. I also picked up The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider, which was a paperback contemporary, and it was really good. I read it in 2 days on a backpacking trip. I read a blurb on the back that said the characters could kind of hold their own against John Green's characters, but honestly, I liked her characters a lot more than any of the characters from Paper Towns or An Abundance of Catherines, which I never actually finished because I didn't like the characters very much. Don't hate me for saying that. It was believable and sad and witty and funny. It was a really good read and a really fast read, so I enjoyed it. I think that's everything I got in the month of August, unless you want to see what I have borrowed from the library for school. Do you want to see Native Son by Richard Wright? I have to read 90 pages of this by Tuesday for my AP English class. Thomas's Calculus, Early Transcendentals, 11th edition, media upgrade. This is gonna be, such a fast read. I'm so excited for this. Advanced Placement Edition, American Government, Institutions and Policies, 10th edition. Wow, you can tell I've just been wanting this one for a while. I hope you all, viewers, people, had a lovely August and bought as many books as your happy little shelves desired. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with my videos and lack of knowledge about the books I've actually bought, but it's fun. It's what happens. Have a great day, week, evening, whatever. Have a great life. I will see you next time. Bye!